Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 180! 59! Hey, we got to get the stop here, D.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got it.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular? And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Drake. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. No. Hey, Alpha. On. Under 10. 10. No.
Now Luck. Short throw taken in by the tight end O'Leary. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Jackson to return. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On 1st down, Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Wentz now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7th. Here's Scott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Where you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go, back. Waiting!
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Check 15. 59. Mike, 59. What we got?
Wentz now on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 15 yards on the play, first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. On first down, Drake. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach. Only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, check. Here we go. Switch it.
Luck now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A handoff to the right side, it's Drake. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, high 7.
On 1st and 10, Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Running, it's Drake. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 3rd down, Drake. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
They'll run with Scott, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Done. 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Mike 5-9. Lion. Check 3.
Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here I come.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So we've reached half. Up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Regular. Hey, Delta. Kill. He's checking crap.
Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
54 is Mike. 54, watch 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
A first throw for the backup, Rosen. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Rosen. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Jim. Check 52. 22 Jet Bombers. 22 Jet.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
exit. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On 2nd and 9. Rosen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw is Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Boston Scott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now Drake. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Regular.
Right back to Drake. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Fitzpatrick. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give to Drake running left. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Go! Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. 3rd down here. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, Haywood. Check 53. Night, sweetheart. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Defense.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. Second and 5 now. Wentz. Flushed out right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, it's Scott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On the carry, this is Scott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second and 12, Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz steps away to his left. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 52 and 56. 52 and 56. 57's the mic. Feel it. 57. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, it's Drake. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on first down. Scott, and he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.